Yo, what's up guys? Another video today. Now, again, I have no boxing news, but I do have something about the influencer boxing space. Today we're going to be talking about Wade Plem and how he's basically made all of Misfits fans, KSI fans, and just Keemstar and all these different types of collaborators with the Misfit scene, how he made them just all pissed off. So, today I'm going to be discussing why I think Wade shouldn't be as condemned as he is. See, Wade gives a lot of opinions that goes against Misfits, goes against KSI and MAMS, but I don't think that should necessarily mean he should be battered the way he is today. I mean, yes, he does go into MVP, and he's more critical of Misfits a little bit more than he seems to be against MVP. So I think that's something that he has to acknowledge. But in the Logan Paul video that he did announce, and he did explain that he found it wrong that Jake Paul not, promote promote Prime Card, which was KSI and Logan, that he didn't do it. But Jake's a bit weird because he doesn't like being associated with the influencer boxing scene. Likes to be shown as a boxer, a real boxer in his terms, and not an influencer boxer. So in reality, I think Wade needs to be less condemned. Like I see in spaces and places, it's starting to really get to him, because there was a space today where he seemed to be very, aggravated, but it's right. It's right for him to be aggravated. Everybody is really against him, and I like that. And I see this a lot happening to him, and not other commentators. Commentators that go closer. And the thing about Wade is, I think that ever since the incident with him, KSI, and MAMS and Misfits, I think it's just been downhill. And I think people like KSI fans have just made it like a goal to just always hate him because of his opinions. But I don't see his opinions as necessarily bad. Now, sometimes I can disagree with him, of course, but I'm not going to sit here and openly just hate on him for an opinion that he had. See, that's what I see a lot of Misfits fans do, a lot of KSI fans do. And this is not KSI. Hey, I like KSI, right? I like KSI a lot. And that's the thing. So that's why I'm going to disagree with Wade some of the time. But to actually burn this man, say he's biased. Now, does he have some biases? Yeah, because Jake Paul's his employer. But is it to the extent that almost these KSI Misfits fans are making it out to be? No. He's not a full-on Jake Paul, D Ryder. He's not none of that. He just wants to be able to voice his opinions just like he did when he was on Misfits. And I think that's just what he did. Now, has it become a little bit harsher than Misfits? Yes. But if you watch Wade's videos, I watch Wade's videos, and it's not to the extent, a lot of the times they take stuff out of, context. I see this happening with a lot of YouTubers. But in reality, I think Wade is a good, a good person to have in the scene. And I think the over condemnation or the constant condemning of him, of his opinions, of all of this stuff that's happening directing towards him is starting to get to him. And I feel like as a community, especially KSI Misfits community, we should start to stop that and start to let people have their own opinions, because that's when the other side, or like Jake Paul, MVP, can start to use that as an example to openly attack us, to say that nobody can have an opinion other than us. And so I think that's not a majority of the fans' intentions, but when you got top guys saying it, like Keemstar and MAMS, I'm not trying to say that they're biased, but they're kind of biased, They're not biased to the extent that they just take reality and they just throw it away, but they are biased to the fact that, they work for KSI. They help KSI grow his business. The business helps them. And I think that needs to be taken into consideration. I mean, MAMS, of course, is going to be very biased because, it's his manager. But in reality, Wade does a great job for the scene. He really talks about, his opinions. I might not always agree with him, but this constant hate towards him just seems unjust, and I just don't like seeing that happen. I mean, there's already things like the Fousey situation with Keemstar that's already happening in the scene, and I just don't want another place. You know, Wade and Keemstar have already gone, back and forth all the time in spaces, and it's just been constant bickering, and it's just getting tiresome. We came here to box, we came here to fight. And I think that's the truth. And I think that we should stay on that. Because this overarching arguing about this opinion, it's not going to do anything. It has that's not boxing. That's you just bickering. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. That's my take on all of this. Bickering against Wade. And I think we should, as a community, we should, lay it down a bit. Not try to be as harsh on the man. Because, he has to have time to breathe. Like, this man gets up on Twitter, checks his Twitter, and, is looking through all his phone and just sees hate after hate. He posts a tweet and it's just constant hate. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Hopefully, Wade can, get in the good graces again he can get in good graces while still being able to voice his own opinions. I still want the man to voice his own opinions. But yeah, that's my take, and I'll see you guys in the next video.